Defending champions Canada, USA, Mexico, and Panama are the four contenders in Thursday's women's under-17 semifinals, where two of the three available World Cup berths will be decided. First in the doubleheader, the USA will face Panama at 3:30, followed by the clash between Canada and Mexico at 6:30. The Americans reached the semifinals looking for vindication after failing to qualify for the 2010 World Cup, netting 9 goals in 3 games. Striker Summer Green has led the way that began with a solid 10-0 win over the Bahamas, 5 of them scored by Green. 5 different players found the back of the net in the 5-0 victory over Trinidad and Tobago 2 days later, making clear that the squad led by Albertine Montoya in his first year as U-17 head coach is not short of firepower. With both teams having already clinched a semifinal berth, USA and Mexico closed the round playing for the Group B lead, with the Americans coming on top thanks to Green's hat trick for the 3-0 win over El Tri and the USA's third consecutive shutout.
I mean, we are very dangerous with all of our forwards, our midfield, and even our backs. Our backs getting forward. So I think when we're on, we're a very difficult team to defend. But on any given day, anything can happen. So as long as we stick to our game plan and we go out there and execute, I think we've got a good shot at every game. Going into a game against Panama, we're going to play the way we have been playing. And number one thing to do is get a result and move on to the finals.
The loss to the USA was the only defeat Mexico had to endure in the group play, advancing to the round-robin stage as Group B runner-up on 2 back-to-back wins. First, a 2-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago, with goals by Halle Hernandez in the 32nd minute and Luz Duarte in the 39th. And then a 6-0 victory over the Bahamas, in a game that was decided early on. With the complacency of goalie Corey Strachan, who had a bad day, El Tri held a 5-goal lead by halftime, with 2 goals apiece by Jessica Morales and Mariana Cadena. Single goals by Vivian Vega and Cynthia Pineda finished the score for Leonardo Cuellar's squad that now gets ready to face Canada in the semifinals.
In the game against Canada, we'll have to work better with the ball, be more accurate in our passing and keep control of the ball. But one thing I'm sure of, we'll come out with everything we have. We won't let the loss against the US take us down.
Canada finished atop Group B with 3 strong wins, having scored a total of 16 goals, 6 more than what they scored in the whole 2010 tournament where they took the crown. The road to the semi started with a 6-0 run over Panama in the tournament opener, half of the goals scored by Summer Clark. The striker contributed once again in Canada's 4-0 win over Jamaica with a left footer in the 56th minute, leaving Canada with a foot in the next round, a spot that was confirmed after a 6-1 victory over host Guatemala. The Chapinas, although already out of contention, were the only ones to score against the Canadians on a free kick by Vivian Herrera for the partial 1-1 tie. But Clark appeared once again to mend the pass, scoring 2 more goals to become her team's top scorer so far, 2 goals over Valerie Sanderson, who came from the bench to strike 3 times in the last 15 minutes of play, securing the first place for Group A in Canada. Escorting the Canadians as Group A runner-up, Panama had to fight for a spot in the semis, becoming the only Central American or Caribbean team to advance. Following the 6-0 loss to Canada, the Canaleros were grouped to overpower Guatemala 7-1 in an ample victory that proved a key qualification to the championship stage. 2 goals each by Carla Riley, Lori Bartista, and Marta Cox marked the difference. The goal difference allowed Luis Alberto Tejada's squad to face the last game against Jamaica needing only a tie to move on, while a win was acceptable for the Caribbeans. With Panama down 1 goal from minute 33, Marta Cox stepped up to the plate to score from the penalty spot in the 73rd minute, turning the game around and breathing new life into Panama's dreams to reach a World Cup berth. The semifinal winners and the winners of the third place game will qualify for the U-17 World Cup in Azerbaijan in September, with the best 2 teams playing for the Concacaf title on Saturday, May 12th. All games available live on Concacaf.com.